from me, psycho! No!
Who's ready for a little more episodic content, huh?
I am.
I know you are. We have been playing Life is Strange. Now, this is a 5-part series, but there's only 3 parts out now. So we took a look at all 3 of the first parts. We have Chrysalis, Out of Time, and Chaos Theory. What did you think of Life is Strange?
I loved it, and it actually got better as each episode progressed, because at first it's a bit of a slow start. You're kind of getting used to your bearings. You play as this girl, Max, who is in her last year of high school. She's a photography student, and it's based...
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I know. It's so moody and emo. But you're in this town called Arcadia Bay. It's in the Pacific Northwest, or what we think is the Pacific Northwest. Beautiful game. But what I love about these games is that as soon as you finish an episode, you just want to talk to somebody about it. Because I knew after episode 2, episode 3, there are all these cliffhangers or these big moments where, did it happen to you? Or it's usually like one or the other answer. But how did you enjoy it?
Well, I mean, I have the exact same feeling. You know, it's one of those games where you do play it, because you play a lot of these games, especially like Telltale games, you know, with their Walking Dead series and The Wolf Among Us. It definitely has that feel with its own sort of artistic style, but it is one of those things where I was playing through the first episode, I'm like, all right, I've done this before, it feels very similar, but unlike those games where you have to make quick decisions, this game offers you the ability to make a decision and then rewind time, which is like the big pulling point of the game, and maybe change that decision, maybe go ahead with it. So it gets to that instance where you could have made the same decision as somebody, but you might have rewinded time and switched it up. So a lot of the times I was just like, what would be the nicest thing I could do? Max seems like a nice character. What could be the nicest thing? But a couple times I'm like, well, I'm gonna be a dick. I'm gonna just be a dick right now. I'm gonna take this money and run. And that's what I did a couple times. But I do like the fact that it does offer that, because it changes up the gameplay experience entirely.
I remember in Walking Dead when you do something, it'll be like Clementine remembers that. Whereas here you see the butterfly and it says your actions will have consequences. And then you wonder, oh my gosh, should I rewind? Should I not? And it would be something as mundane as watering my plant. And it was like, should I have not watered it this time? And you know, you'll find out what happens to the plant if you water it every week.
Do you keep watering it? I mean, that's just the thing. Maybe you shouldn't. Having the fact that we've only gotten through 3 episodes, you mentioned the cliffhangers at the end. There's some big cliffhangers, and especially at the end of episode 3, where I'm like, holy crap, I need episode 4 now.
I need to talk to somebody. I need to find out what happens. And I like the percentages, like The Walking Dead, where at the end you can see how many people made the same choices you did.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, there were some choices I felt pretty bad about, because I was in the 9%, like the 9% that did something not so great.
And one of the things that I also enjoy about the game is the fact that there were some choices that I didn't even know I could make or not.
Yeah.
And I just was like, wait, I missed that? I don't even know how that happened. That's something I missed. Now I have to go back and maybe play it again.
And then you wonder, like, how does that affect your story progression later in the game? Because you don't know at this point.
With all the little hidden pictures that you could take that unlock achievements or trophies.
I do like taking photos. I mean, you are a photography student, so that makes sense.
Makes sense. I got a nice photo of a squirrel chasing some fireflies.
Did you? Oh, I missed that one. I'd have to go back. See, replayability.
That's how strange life is. When you know, sometimes you're not. I found myself constantly going back into the menus and seeking out which photos I should be taking, and then I just spend the whole time looking throughout the level, like, where's this scene? Where's the squirrel playing with fireflies? There he is. And then he runs away. And then I rewind time. And there he is. And then I catch him. And then achievement unlocked.
Oh, it is one of those games that I would like to, finish it and then go back and see what happens if I were to rewind. I would like to see a flow chart of what are the different scenarios that you could do based on these major decisions in the game.
Or things that you could just completely miss. Like, I know there's dozens of things that I was like, all right, I didn't even know I could do that. But apparently I did. And now I'm excited to see how the game ends. But 3 chapters in, I'm stoked. I can't wait for more. What are you going to give Life is Strange?
I'm going to give Life is Strange a 9.0.
I'm giving it an 8.5. I need more. It fulfills my fantasy of being an 18-year-old girl.
Really?